And Ms. Tucker, this is your motion regarding custody, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what are you seeking to change, ma'am?
I am seeking change. I don't know if you saw them, and I don't know if I'm allowed to ask the court this to remove Aaron's rights or not. And if I'm not, then my motion would be, I don't want to have to take Aaron to court to change Lewen's domicile. He doesn't show up for them anyway. Aaron really has no contact in Lewen's life. And then to take the child support away. I don't know where Aaron is unless you guys call me and tell me he's in jail for child support. So now I found out he's in Florida. It's kind of a waste of everybody's time for child support. Aaron never pays it, really hasn't in almost the 10 years of Lewen's life. So I'm just trying to get rid of those two if I'm not allowed to get rid of Aaron's rights. I really don't know what his rights are since he doesn't have legal or physical custody. I have full.
Sure.
I'm just worried that getting older. Sorry.
I can't terminate rights. Only thing I can ever do in my position is suspend parenting time and those type of things as far as termination of rights. I'm not the court that can do that. So I can't do that. Your request regarding not having to seek the court's permission for moves, I can't override that either. That is part of the court rule case law. It's simple for you and to the most extent because you do have the sole legal, so you don't need his permission to move, but you do have to file that request through the court. I think the courts are pretty much, when it's sole legal, it's a pretty safe bet to say it's going to be allowed to move, but you do have to go through that process. As to support, I mean, you have the ability, if you want to stop support and waive any back amounts owing to you, you do have you are able to make that request. There's costs and fees that he may still have to worry about through the state, but if you want to, you don't want the support for you to continue to run, as well as if you want to waive the back support, you are certainly allowed to do that.
Okay.
So knowing that, ma'am, as a support issue, is that something you wish to do?
Yeah, I would like to stop the support, definitely.
Would you please raise your right hand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. And is it correct that you have motioned the court and asked the court to stop the child support in this case?
Yes, sir.
And as to the back amount, do you want to forgive that amount or continue to seek collection of the back amount?
I'm going to forgive it. I just want to be done with it.
And are you doing this of your own free will and voluntarily?
Yes, I am.
This is not anything that Mr. Finch has pressured you into doing?
No, he has not.
And are you able to meet the needs for the child without the support from Mr. Finch?
Yes, sir.
In front of the court, questions or any issues that you see?
There was previous state, so there will be other parties.
Ma'am, do you receive any state aid at this time?
I do not.
All right, so I'm fine with waiving the fees and the amounts that Ms. Tucker can waive, so the amounts owed to her. You will have the issue with the other amounts that cannot be waived. We won't continue to collect the support given Ms. Tucker's testimony and position. The bench warrant that's out there is set at.
That I'm not sure. I can look in the file if you would like.
Well, we can investigate that and figure out if we seek a motion to recall it or not based on this agreement. Because he still obviously owes, I'm guessing, a chunk of money, fees and costs, correct? Most likely.
Potentially, but if depending on the amount that's still owed, we could then petition the court if appropriate in regards to the bench warrant. Okay.
All right, so we'll take a look into the bench warrant issue. But other than that, we will then discontinue the support owing to Ms. Tucker, and as well as she's forgiving the arrears in this matter. Ms. Tucker, any other questions?
If you guys are not the court process I would go through for rights, what court do I go through for that?
Is there going to be any sort of step parent adoption or not?
No, it's not. I'm just worried if something happens to me that Aaron would get Lewen, and Aaron's never known Lewen, and he obviously has shown that he's in and out of jail and he can't take care of himself. I'd rather just get rid of his rights. So no step parent adoption, would just be me and Lewen, like it's been for its whole 10 years.
I can't give out legal advice in my position, so I would just suggest that you speak to an attorney about the issue. and they can point
Oh,
you
you
in
guys
the
can. Oh,
right path.
okay.
All right. All right. Thank you for appearing, Manny. We'll get a copy of the court's order from today.
Thank you, sir.
All set.